Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to talk about 8 passive income ideas that can help you generate extra money and achieve financial freedom. So let's get to it. Number 1. Dividends. Imagine owning a share of a company like Apple. You're essentially a part owner, entitled to a tiny portion of the company's profits. These profits are distributed to shareholders in the form of dividends. What's great about dividends is that they're entirely passive. While a qualified management team runs the company and maximizes profits, you can sit back and collect your dividends. So, how can you find stocks that pay dividends? There are a couple of ways. First, you can keep it simple by buying an index fund or an ETF exchange-traded fund. These funds mirror the performance of a specific market index, such as the S&P 500 or the Dow Jones. When you invest in an index fund or ETF, you're essentially buying shares in all the companies within that index. If you're feeling more adventurous, you can use a stock screener like finbiz.com. It allows you to search for individual stocks based on specific criteria. To narrow down your search, focus on companies within major market indexes, such as the S&P 500. Additionally, I usually screen for stocks with a dividend yield of 5% or higher. Dividend yield is a metric that compares the size of the dividend to the stock price. A higher dividend yield means you get more income for your investment. For example, let's consider Coca-Cola, which currently has a dividend yield of 2.99%. If you buy one share of Coca-Cola at its stock price of $60.84, you'll receive a yield of $1.82. If you invest in 1,000 shares, you'll receive a dividend payment of $1,820. However, it's crucial to conduct thorough research before investing in individual stocks to mitigate the risk of potential losses. For beginners, I recommend starting with index funds and ETFs for their passive income potential. It's a great way to build a diversified portfolio while enjoying the benefits of dividend income. Number 2. Interest. Interest is what you receive in exchange for lending someone money, while it's also what you pay when you're in debt. Clearly, it's much better to be on the receiving side of interest. If you find yourself sitting on a substantial amount of money, such as when saving up for a house or having an emergency fund that won't be touched for a while, why not turn it into a passive income stream? Consider putting it into a high-interest savings account. Another way to generate interest income is through I-bonds. These are mini loans that you make to the U.S. government in exchange for interest. Although the interest rates were higher in the past, currently, they sit around 4.3%. One advantage of I-bonds is that the interest is exempt from state and city income taxes, which is particularly beneficial if you reside in a high-tax area like New York City or Los Angeles. The only limitation is that you can only invest up to $10,000 in I-bonds at a time, resulting in a maximum passive income of $430 per year. Nonetheless, it's a notable contribution. You can purchase I-bonds at treasurydirect.gov. While interest and dividends are excellent forms of passive income due to their safety and ease, it's worth noting that significant investments are typically required to generate enough passive income to sustain yourself and make a substantial difference in your life. Let's move on and explore other passive income ideas that offer more growth potential. Number 3. Options. I absolutely love options trading because it's not only financially rewarding, but also a fun and intellectually stimulating side hustle. In fact, options trading can yield more income than dividends and interest with the same amount of invested capital. If options trading sparks your interest, I recommend focusing on learning just 4 trading strategies that generate reliable and consistent cash flow: credit spreads, iron condors, covered calls, and cash-secured puts. By mastering these strategies, you can significantly reduce the steep learning curve and avoid feeling overwhelmed by the vast world of options trading. Number 4. YouTube. Now, let's talk about YouTube. After all, you're watching YouTube right now. Did you know that advertisers pay a substantial amount of money for those ads you see? Well, YouTube shares that revenue with its creators through the YouTube Partner Program. To start earning passive income on YouTube and qualify for the program, your channel needs to reach either 4,000 hours of watch time or 1,000 subscribers, whichever comes first. So, to help out my channel, please subscribe, click the like button, and hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos. It can take several months to meet those requirements, but there are plenty of people who qualify for the YouTube Partner Program within just a month of starting their channel. So, how much can you actually make? The potential is limitless, with many YouTubers making 6 figures a month from ad revenue. If you're interested in starting your own YouTube channel, take some time to consider these 3 things. First, what are you good at? Identify your strengths and skills. Second, what are you so passionate about that you can talk about it endlessly and create videos about it every single week without getting tired of it? And third, what would people find valuable? Find a niche or topic that fulfills all 3 of these criteria and create videos around that. I guarantee you, if you delve deep into your story, there's something powerful there. And that brings us to the next passive income idea, affiliate marketing. This form of passive income is generated by earning commissions from promoting other people's products. One excellent affiliate program is offered by Amazon, which allows anyone to join at any time. Once you become an affiliate, you can create personalized links to products you recommend. When someone clicks on your link and makes a purchase, Amazon tracks the sale back to you and pays you a commission. What I love about affiliate marketing is that it feels natural. It's like sharing a recommendation with friends, except you get paid for it. Another requirement for earning passive income through affiliate marketing is to have an online presence that attracts traffic and engages viewers. For example, adding your affiliate links in your Instagram bio, on your website, in your YouTube videos, basically anywhere online that gets traffic. The more traffic and clicks you generate, the more income you can make. To succeed in affiliate marketing, you need to create compelling, entertaining, or informative content that people want to consume. It's all about your creativity and the value you provide through your content. There are no barriers to entry in affiliate marketing, except for hard work and the ability to generate engaging content. While it takes effort to get started, it can be infinitely scalable. The sky's the limit with this income stream. Number 6, online courses. The key to generating passive income with online courses is twofold. First, you need to create a course that people are willing to pay for. I'll share more about that shortly. Second, automation is crucial. By utilizing software, you can automate every aspect of the process. When someone signs up for one of my free PDF resources, they receive an immediate email with the download. Subsequently, they receive a series of emails providing more information about the course. If they decide to click on the course link and make a purchase, they receive an automated email containing details on accessing the course. Meanwhile, I receive a sales notification in my email inbox. The entire system operates automatically, generating sales around the clock while I'm busy doing other things or sleeping. This type of system is known as a sales funnel, and learning to build automated sales funnels is a powerful skill to acquire. If you're interested in creating your own online course, consider what you excel at, what you're passionate about, and what people would find valuable. The possibilities are truly endless. Whether it's sharing insights on overcoming shyness, meal prepping as a vegan, wine pairing, or language learning. The key is to believe that you have something of value to offer because you genuinely do. People purchase online courses to solve problems and acquire new knowledge every day. Even though it may come easy to you, not everyone may be aware of your interest. If you are able to effectively explain it to others, you can monetize it. Empower yourself with the understanding that the only thing separating you from a new financial reality is a set of skills that you can learn. These skills bridge the gap between your current situation and earning $10,000, $50,000, or even $100,000 per month in passive income. It's a gap that you can overcome. Number 7, real estate. As I mentioned earlier, learning new skills is essential for bridging the gap between where you are now and where you want to be. Analyzing real estate deals and finding good opportunities is a skill that you can acquire too if you're interested in property investing. The first step is to identify a city or neighborhood where you'd like to invest. Next, build a relationship with a reliable broker in that area who can send you listings. As you analyze each listing, ask yourself these 4 questions. What rent can you charge for a property like this? How large is the mortgage payment? What are the monthly expenses, including taxes, insurance, and repairs? And finally, how easy is it to rent and keep the property occupied? If there's good rental demand in the area, and the rent is sufficient to cover all expenses while leaving you with positive cash flow. It's a good deal. If you don't have enough money for a down payment or a property, there are two alternative options that require less capital. First, consider REITs, real estate investment trusts, which are essentially shares in a company that owns income-producing real estate. Think of them as real estate stocks. For example, Vanguard's REITs Index Fund costs around $80 per share, allowing you to own a portion of a large real estate portfolio managed by Vanguard for a relatively small investment. Another option is crowd-funded real estate investments, such as Ground Floor. These operate similarly to REITs. Essentially, you can own shares of large real estate portfolios with a minimal investment. Number 8. Camper rental. Another unique passive income idea is camper van rentals. You can find several rentals listed on outdoorsy.com, which is like an Airbnb for campers and RVs. It's a bit of an out-of-the-box idea, as most people think about Airbnb for homes, but not necessarily for campers. What I love about this opportunity is that you can purchase a small vehicle like a van, an old Airstream, or an RV, and with some handy skills, fix it up to rent out at high rates. You can charge as much as $100, $200, or even $300 to $400 per night. If you're skilled at fixing up vehicles, you could consider refurbishing an old RV or van and running an outdoorsy rental business, similar to an Airbnb business but with mobile homes. If you're interested in taking this further, you could even purchase a fleet of RVs or vans and establish a full-scale rental business. The key is to find affordable vehicles that you can renovate attractively for potential renters. If you have the talent, it's definitely worth exploring as a passive income opportunity. I want to emphasize that there are numerous ways to generate passive income. I encourage you to consider which ideas you would enjoy building and which ones align with your strengths. Making passive income may be challenging in the beginning, but once you have a stream established, it creates a surplus that frees up your time and money. This, in turn, provides you with the opportunity to build additional passive income streams. It creates a powerful flywheel effect that becomes easier and easier over time. So remember, the initial challenge is only temporary.